Today for geometry we will be learning about the surface area and volume of pyramids. Okay? So we will be finding out the surface area and volumes of pyramids. So that is our learning target for today, to find the surface area of pyramids and to find the volume of pyramids. So here's our pyramid. We already know what it looks like. We have a regular base. Okay? That's key here. We have a regular base. And then our lateral faces are all triangles when we're dealing with the pyramid. So our formula for surface area is 1/2 perimeter times the slant height plus the area of the base. Capital P is still standing for perimeter. Capital B is still standing for the area of the base. Lowercase cursive L is our new one, and that stands for our slant height. Our slant height goes from the vertex down to the midpoint of the side. So there's our slant height. If I were to draw out one of the lateral faces, so there's a lateral face of our pyramid, the height of that triangle of that lateral face is our slant height. Okay? And then the volume of our pyramid is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. And recall the lowercase h here is referring to the height of the pyramid. So in this diagram, the height of the pyramid is our x. It goes from the center of the base up to the vertex. So now we're going to try a problem out. So given this pyramid, this is a rectangular pyramid, I'm going to tell you that x is equal to 10, y is equal to 11 centimeters, and v is 12 centimeters. So x is 10 centimeters, y is 11 centimeters, and v is 12 centimeters. So first we'll go and find the surface area, which is 1/2 perimeter times slant height plus the area of the base. Well, our perimeter here, if you take a look, our perimeter is a rectangle. We know 2 of the sides, so we can easily find the perimeter by adding them all up. So we would have 10 plus 11 plus 10 plus 11. So our perimeter here would be 42. Slant height, we need to find that out. Slant height on this diagram would be like that W right there. So if we look carefully, we can see that that slant height and the height of the triangle can form a right, and the height of the pyramid, can form a right triangle. So I'm just going to pull that right triangle out. This is our slant height. We can clearly see that that is 12, the height. And then the distance here, this bottom part of the triangle, look, that corresponds with our side 10, and it's going right to the middle of the base, so that has to be a length of 5, half of 10. And we can do Pythagorean theorem to find the slant height. So 12 squared plus 5 squared is equal to our slant height squared. So 144 plus 25 is 169. When we take the square root of it, we get 13. So our slant height is 13. Area of our base, well, our base is 10 by 11, so 10 times 11 is 110. So our surface area is 1/2 perimeter of 42, slant height of 13, plus the area of our base, which is 110. So when we figure out what this is equal to, we get a surface area of 383 centimeters squared. Okay, volume. Volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height. We already figured out our area of our base is 110, and then our height of our pyramid is right there, is 12. So when we take 1/3 times 110 times 12, we end up getting a volume of 440 cubic centimeters. All right, so there's our surface area and our volume. Next up, here we have a pentagonal pyramid, and I'm going to tell you that C is 8 and E is 13. Okay, So if C is 8, so we've decided that C is 8 and E is 13. So to find the surface area, we're going to take 1/2 perimeter times slant height plus the area of the base. So here the perimeter, well, if C is 8, there are 5 sides, so the perimeter would be 5 times 8, which would be 40. So here our perimeter is equal to 40. Slant height, well, if we take a look at our diagram, we also are given E is 13. E is our slant height, so we know our slant height is 13. So now we need the area of the base. Well, we have a pentagon. So to find the area of a pentagon, we have to take 1/2 perimeter times apothem. Well, we already know the perimeter is 40, so we just need to find the apothem. So recall the apothem is from the center to the midpoint. And if each side is 8, we can pull that triangle out. We have this is 4, this is our apothem. And now we need to figure out what that angle measure is. Well, there's 5 sides, so we do 360 divided by 5, which is 72. And then we have to divide that by 2 because we split the triangle in half, so that's 36 degrees. Opposite and adjacent, so we know tangent of 36 should be 4 over A, or our apothem is 4 divided by the tangent of 36. So if we do 4 divided by the tangent of 36, we get 5.055, and so on and so forth. So now if we take that value, times it by 40, and times it by 1/2, we get our area of our base of our pentagon here is 110.11055. So this is enough information now for us to find the surface area. So we will take 1/2 times our perimeter of 40 times our slant height of 13 plus the area of our base. And so if we calculate that, we get a surface area of this pyramid to be 370.1. See, we didn't put any units on, so we would say units squared. Okay, now we want to find the volume. Well, the volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height. We know the area of the base. What we are lacking is the height. So the height goes from the vertex right down to the center of our base. So that's our height. That's what we want to find. So we could then draw that over to the side, and then we have a right triangle. The slant height being the hypotenuse of 13. Here from the center of the pentagon to the edge of the side, that's actually just our apothem, which we found out to be 5.055. And then using this triangle, we can do the Pythagorean theorem to find the height. So we can have h squared plus 5.055 squared is equal to 13 squared. Well, 13 squared is 169. 5.055 squared is 25.55 approximately. Subtract over the 25.55, we get a height squared of 143.44. Take the square root of it, and we get a height of 11.9769. So now we have the height, we have the area of the base, and we can find the volume. So 1/3, our area of a base was 110.11055 times the height, which we just got to be 11.9769. So when we multiply those all together, we get a volume of 439.6 units cubed. So that's how we find the surface area and volume of pyramids.